Let us say hello to our old friend Luke Rockhold. He's kind enough to join us, and it has been a while since we last spoke. Hello, Luke. How are you?
Good. How's it going, Ariel? It's been a long time.
Why do you seem so upset?
No, I'm not. I just got out of a doctor's appointment, so
Okay.
just
I
I'm
screwed
here.
up. I
I'm here
screwed up the
for it.
math. I screwed up the math. I really messed this up, so I hope it wasn't an inconvenience.
No. We got it. We're good. Good to go.
Everything okay at the
How's it been?
doctor?
Yeah, I got a little sickness from the fires. What was it? Something was in the air. I got like influenza A, and
Oh no.
it led to sinus infection. It's been a long month, but we're good now. We're
Okay.
we're we're looking. The eye got a little messed up, but
Oh damn.
I'm fresh. It's a little something, but we're good now.
And your house okay?
Yeah, I'm in Orange County now. So
Okay.
I'm not up here, but I was visiting, and I got the sickness through the process somehow.
Okay.
But
All right.
hey, we survived.
Well, I'm happy.
Persevere.
Yes, as
We gotta
always.
fight. We gotta fight. We gotta fight through the problems in life. You know what I mean? So if someone breaks your nose, you gotta fight like a fucking man and sack up.
Okay. Let's get right into it. Are you referring to Sean Strickland?
I'm just like, yeah, I'm just we all watch the fight, and we all heard the guy talk about to the death, Dutchman, to the death. This motherfucker talks such a big game, and then he bitches out and basically quits in a fight after he breaks his nose. Like, what are you worried about? You have a title fight. You have world titles online. That's all you want. That's all you dreamed of. And you're more worried about fixing your fucking nose than fucking winning and biting down on your mouthpiece and doing what you got to do. I mean, it shows your true character. That's the cage is all about.
He's getting a ton of shit in the aftermath of this fight. People saying that I had Dean Thomas in studio here saying like he's not that guy. He says he's that guy, but he's not that guy. Do you agree with that sentiment?
100%. When has he ever fucking put his ass on the line and fucking bit down and really went for it through a whole process of a fight, not just the last 10 seconds of a round? I mean, the guy is nonstop. I mean, he's he's not finishing any big fights.
Hmm.
I'll tell you that. Look at him out there, just talking and doing shit that's not even him. You know,
What do you mean by that last
I'm
part?
just tired of fake people. I don't know. I mean, you just see everything that he presents himself as, which he is not. You know, it's it's pretty simple.
Yeah. Do you think it's part of the problem that like the press conferences become somewhat like open mic night where you just like say all this outlandish stuff, but if that doesn't translate at least to an exciting fight, you are now susceptible to getting more and more hate, right? And I don't feel like this was often the case back in the day. Like when you were in the UFC, like it just feels like every week we're dealing with everything but fighting. You know what I mean? Like everyone's saying all this crazy shit just to get people to talk about them, and that's all well and good, but if it doesn't lead to fun fights, it kind of it gets a little tiresome.
Yeah, no, 100%. You gotta show up and lay claim to your words. If you don't, you get a lot of shit. Trust me, I know. I've gotten my fair share of shit. we all we all say things. Sometimes it doesn't work out, in the best way possible. But you know, you assume that you like certain things you say, you got to try to do, and then there's other versions that don't come so true.
Hmm. Your history with Sean, like how far back does it date?
No, I think it was just a couple times in the gym. I seen him in there one time, and it was just really annoying when he came back in the gym one day, and I was like, it was in the middle of the COVID, and I was a little hungover, and I think my nose was broken, I think at the time, and I was so annoyed with this motherfucker just running his mouth and acting the way he did. I went to the bathroom. I got a fucking piece of paper towel. I put it in my mouth pit, and I stepped in there and put my gloves just to spar the kid because I was so fucking annoyed.
Really? Wow. Where was this? Which
Yeah,
gym?
I was at the old Ruka gym.
Okay. You put
Yeah,
paper towel in your mouth like as a gum shield?
yeah. You never have the paper top mouthpiece where you roll it, you fold it, and then you fucking wet it, and then you like strip it up,
What
gotta
you
lay in it. So I was like, I was choking on that with a broken nose, and I still sparred the kid, put it down.
and how'd it go?
It was a close round. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. What was he doing to piss you off?
He just fucking runs his mouth. Like you hear him in the press conference. Like he's just a very deep insecurity of wherever he is. He always tries to act a fool. And I've never seen the kid before, and he walked in like he was just the fucking man. So that was just, and he just disrespects everybody he can. Like you see the kid, like he hurt one of the guys, and he kept trying to knock him out, like cold knock him out with the same kick, and he's on like comes on our turf asking for sparring, and he was like trying to knock this kid out, and I was just really sick of it, and I was like, who the fuck is this kid? And so basically, I put my shit together, and I went in there and fucking went to war.
And after the round, what happens?
Nothing. It was just a good round, and then next sparring. I was fucking tired.
Did you see him again?
I seen him a couple of times in the gym, but it was it. Nothing really.
Okay. So when you see that fight on Saturday, is it like, it's a middleweight title fight? Did that feel like a middleweight title fight to you?
Did it feel like a middleweight title fight to you?
No, it did not.
I didn't.
But I'm not a former middleweight champion. That's your weight class. That's your belt. You held that belt. That didn't feel. It didn't feel like the best of the best. It didn't feel elite.
I mean, they are elite. I'm not gonna lie, but just they didn't have they're elite fighters. They've proven it. They've been through the ranks, but to put on a championship performance is different. And to really like put your ass on the line. I mean, Dricus, he does what he does every time. I've trained with Dricus a lot. He's just a fucking hard nosed dude that just never gives up, and that's what he does. But Sean didn't play his role. You know what I mean? If championship fights, you got to fight like a fucking champion.
When did you and where did you train with Dricus?
I was in Florida. Dricus used to come to Hoof's gym back in the day for many a year or two. I don't know, quite some time back in the day.
And when you trained with him, did you think this guy has the potential to be a champion?
You could identify he was tough for sure. He's well rounded, tough, and just never gives up. I might have been a little further ahead technically, and I think I was going at 205 at the time, was maybe a bit bigger. So I was a problem for him for sure. But he's showed true to form and gotten better and better, and he just never fucking gives up. And energy is so much about winning. You have to believe and understand where you're at that place in time and put in the work. And it's not always about the most technical guy. It's the guy who wants it more. And right now, no one wants it more than that dude.
How do you think he fares against Khamzat?
I think Khamzat is he's a go for broke kind of guy. Khamzat, if he can't out wrestle you, if he can't control you in the fierce state of direction of what he does, I think he'll break. Really, I mean, if Khamzat will get him, if he'll get him, but if he can't get him, it's gonna be a hard third, fourth, and fifth round.
Right.
I think that's gonna be all Dricus.
So if it goes into the championship rounds, you like the champ?
Yeah, 100%.
When you look at his style now, like even on Saturday, and again, I'm not a fighter, but I've watched a lot of fights, and I can tell that this style is unique. How he kind of like lunges in and then he comes back like this. Like it's not smooth, it's not crisp, but it works. He's won 9 in a row. It's an incredible run. He's beaten some tough guys. But when you see him fight like that on Saturday, what do you think?
Okay, him and Sean Strickland are very, very similar in the fact that they're both awkward. They both throw their head off line, and they throw like not technical punches. They throw fucking hand punches and angles, and they're hitting from the inside the hands in different angles. And Dricus's funk is funkier than Sean's funk, and he just steps on the gas pedal more. But they dip their head. They don't look at targets, and they just throw. The numbers add up. Sean he tries to number you, and just get to you and number you and touch you. And Dricus kind of like, he just has a different sway, a different swag, and it works, man. It's not the prettiest thing to watch, but they are effective whether you like them or not.
Do you think Sean can he be champion again in your opinion?
No, Sean will never make it back for sure. He'll never make it back to anything of substance.
You think he's done?
He proved it. he proved he just wants to exist. He wants to exist at the top and be part of the show. That's all he wants to do, from what I see.
Does it annoy you when you see him fighting for the belt?
But Sean just annoys me straight up, 100%. Everything about him is fucking annoying.
Surely you like his mustache.
It's his best look. Shaved head, mustache is supremacy, white supremacy. I'm sure is what he's going for.
Did you see his arm?
Staff?
That was Staff, right?
100%. That's Staff. Yes.
Do you think that they? I mean, should they not let someone fight with that? Can that affect your performance? Can that affect your energy?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I had cellulitis, which is like kind of like a form of this in my foot, but there's no targeted space. You know, I mean, when you have that kind of a staff and it's showing, it's very apparent. Matt Hamill, I remember he had one back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I think it's too. If it's early in the night, everyone else is susceptible to getting it too. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be on the mat. So I mean, as a main event, I think it's up to your opponent for a title fight. I think it's obviously fuck Staff. You're going to fight,
right?
For sure,
right.
It's something you deal with and take the antibiotics afterwards. But you know, I wouldn't. If I were a promoter, I would definitely cut the undercard if it were.
So you're a part of the GFL now, Luke, and I actually got some breaking news.
Ooh,
did you know this? Did you know this news?
Let me. You
want me to hear some of it? Well, okay. So there it is. Thank you, Frank. Okay, so this is the breaking news. I want to make sure that I get it right here because a lot has happened. Okay, this is the breaking news. According to Darren Owen, the acting commissioner and founder of the Global Fight League, they are trading you to Team LA. So that was it for you with Team Dubai. You're done. To make the Chris Weidman to make the Chris Weidman fight happen. The fight that I think he wants and that I would say probably you want. So you're now out of Team Dubai. You've been sent packing and you're headed to LA. This is bigger than Luka Doncic heading to LA. Luke is going to LA too. This is big.
Team LA.
Yes.
I want that fight, man. Weidman and me makes the most sense, I think, and it's fun. It's I think there's rumors of a fight coming here to LA. And I'm healthy, man. I'm healthy and I'm training and I'm back to it. So Weidman, I'd love to close that door, as Drekus would say. You know, you gotta. Yeah, I think I already closed it, but I'm gonna secure that one.
Okay,
Get the bag.
So this is interesting. Can you explain why did you have to be traded for this fight to happen? To the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge, I don't understand the whole concepts, but I mean, obviously, Team Dubai. I was in Dubai training. I'm not sure. Javier is my guy, so maybe something had to do with that. But fights need to be made.
Yeah,
he's New York, I'm LA, and I hear they're coming here to the LA area. So, come on, baby boy, let's bring it. Bring what you got.
I love it. This fight, this rematch was supposed to happen UFC 199 in LA, and obviously we know what happened then. So, what was that? 2016. 9 years in the making.
Is that wow?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I'm ready. Let's see how it goes. I think this one will be I like my chances this time around. I think Weidman is a little slower than I've come off. You know, I think I can keep up.
You saw his last couple of appearances in the UFC. What'd you make of him? We just saw him in December.
I didn't. I really didn't.
You didn't watch?
To tell you the truth, I didn't watch.
How do you know he's slower then? You just said he's slower. How would you know?
I watched a little highlights, but I mean, guys like Eric Anders and who you're losing to, it's I'm not losing those fights these days.
Okay.
That's what I'm seeing. So, I mean, like people age differently. I have aged well. Trust me. I still, if I'm healthy, I'll outflow and I'll be slicker than most anybody out there. So I know what I'm capable of. I just got to get in shape. Obviously, my last time out, I fought Joe Schilling on 3 weeks' notice or less, and I broke my nose again. Fought through it, got the knockout. So I expect to have a full training camp and be ready to go and to fucking ice this guy, put him to sleep.
By the way, 85 or 205?
I like 205. Hey, why not change it up? I'm open. See what Darren's open to. But I just want to close this deal. Either way, it really doesn't matter. I like to. I like that fight.
When do you think it happens? What are you hearing?
I'm thinking late April is what I'm hearing.
Oh, wow.
I think we're
Okay.
get right into it, get off the bat, and get things cooking.
And ultimately, why did you sign with GFL? Why did you make this move?
I mean, there is a there's money behind it. They're taking care of me thus far, and they've got a lot of potential fights that are fun. So, and I miss mixed martial arts. My legs were so beat up after the Paulo Costa fight and injuries and different things. So it was nice to take a break. I wanted to pursue some other things, but I've gotten healthier and really MMA is what I'm best at, and I still have some fire left in me, and I love to test that out.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt. Just want to remind you, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it very much. And while you're at it, give us a thumbs up too. We've got live shows, interviews, clips, and a whole lot more going on this here channel. All right, now back to the show. You had the Karate Combat fight. When was it? A year, like April will be a year. And then the year before that, you did BKFC. You did CJI in August with Craig Jones. But has anyone else approached you about fights in between?
Yeah, there's been a couple boxing offers, but just not. I was just coming off of the back injury and off that, and then there's some other stuff right now, but just nothing is lining up in a. You have to have a training camp. I'm not going to go show up into a boxing match against a good guy on 4 weeks, 5 weeks notice. Going into a big fight. You gotta. I'm down. I'm down to do it. I think my game has come a long ways in the boxing, and that's what I really wanted to do. But there's got to be adequate time to prepare for boxers in a boxing fight, which I've never technically done. So I'm still open to these doors, but just gotta get healthy and start working.
Was it ever close? You making your boxing debut? Anything that you seriously considered?
I've considered for sure. There was a
Who was it against?
Uh, there was an opportunity. I think this is Vidal Riley. Vidal Riley. They offered me for Mike Tyson. I think on the undercard.
Damn.
But fucking 11-0 boxer on 6 weeks notice off a bad back, like with a back injury. I was like, nah, I'm gonna
on the Netflix card.
Hold off. That was an opportunity. It was an opportunity. It was on my doorstep. But
wow,
like I said, thank you for the opportunity. But I'm not gonna walk in there look like a fool. Against the guy's good. The guy's decent.
Yeah.
Sure.
Might you appear on a future MVP card then?
There's possibilities. There's possibilities for sure.
Who'd you like to box?
Like I said, I hurt my back pretty bad going into that CGI thing. I had to get steroid cortisone injections before that. So it's been a little bit, but I'm healthy now. And I think Darren Till is fucking great. I'd love to swing and test myself against someone like that. And we'll see what else. I mean, Vidal Riley, I still like that fight. Honestly, give me 8 weeks, give me 10 weeks when I'm healthy for an 8-round boxing match. I'm gonna fucking need my legs. So I just got to be healthy for it. But all these guys I like.
Did you see Till's debut? His boxing debut?
I mean, he went against a guy who was so I mean, I can't take that guy any serious. He's pretty bad the way everything about what he does and how he throws punches. So
there was no part of you impressed by this.
I didn't see it. I didn't really see it. I just saw the knockout.
Yeah.
And Till he's a pretty clean boxer for sure. He's got skills.
Damn, I would like to see that in boxing. I'd be down. You versus Till in boxing?
Yeah, I like it. Just give me some time. I know they're trying to put together a card on March 29th right now, but
yeah. Did they approach you about that?
I mean, there's always talk here and there, but that's was it 5 weeks away? I just had my septum fixed.
Oh, geez.
From that whole thing, so that's why the doctor's appointment I just had. So I've been dealing with that, and so still on antibiotics. I'm not trying to walk into a boxing match on 4 weeks' notice.
Sure. Oh, I get that. Do you have high hopes for GFL? Do you think they can be a true, a true legitimate? You still there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have high hopes for GFL? What do you think?
Man, I think we got to go put together a big event. The first event's they got to go hard, and I think this is what a great opportunity. Me and Weidman make some big matchups and come out hard and fucking put on a show, and you never know. So it's a great thing. 50% revenue split with the fighters. I mean, everything looks good. So I'm gonna ride with them and I'm gonna get this fight. If this, that's the rumor is the fight's gonna happen. So
Love
let's
it.
get going.
Could I ask, how do you feel about the current state of MMA? And I was saying last week that I felt like there was a shortage of superstars in the sport right now. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I mean, I would say it's sorry, where we at here? Shortage of stars. I don't mean. I think you got some fun fights out there. It's hard to say, but yeah, I mean it goes through hills and valleys.
Sure.
You never know who you're gonna got.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Islam, it's been a while since I spoke to you. Are you surprised by how good he's become, or did you expect all of this?
I mean, I always expected it from Islam. Islam he's a beast. There's always Habib, and when Habib was going to retire, Islam was going to take over, and they have done it. I'm impressed by Usman. Usman's, he's come a long ways. I've seen him back when he came in kind of late in the game at AK, and he's come so far. It's nice to see him. I saw that kid Paul Hughes train one day over at Henry Hoof's gym, and I knew he was tough. So that was a great fight for him too.
I got to be honest. Now I can't stop thinking about Luke Rockhold versus Sean Strickland.
Fucking let me go handle Chris Weidman, and you never know.
You'd like that?
I love to break that kid's nose
again. Yeah.
Again.
You would seriously like that? You think that would be you're a little bit older than him now. Like you feel like you can hang with him.
I put in a training camp. I know I can fight with anybody out there right now still.
Okay.
It's gotta be down to sea level and they're gonna fucking take it seriously. Get a good healthy training camp.
All right. Well, first is Chris Weidman. Do we have a date? Do we have a specific date? Just late April?
Everything looks like late April. We're securing venues and locking in dates. So trade has been made. I'm on Team LA.
All right.
One step down.
Well done. Well, Luke, great to catch up with you. Feel better. Congrats on all this and good luck. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
Nice
Thanks.
Peace.
Thank you. There he is, the great Luke Rockhold. Appreciate him very much. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.